Hi, I'm Jessica Taylor, and today I want to show you how to make a creative fun fold card that you can use for your Christmas cards or a card for any time of year. So I'm basically just going to show you how to make the base for this card. And it's kind of a double-sided fun fold card in that you open it one way and then you open it the other way, and this is where you would write your greeting. So let me go ahead and show you how easy it is to put this together. The first thing you're going to do is cut all your pieces. Now for this card, the only stamping I did was this Merry Christmas on the inside, so I've already done that. Otherwise, I'm just using patterned paper, and even these snowmen are part of a pattern paper that I cut out. You'll find all the paper sizes, the dimensions that you need to cut your paper to underneath this video. And there's just a little bit of scoring, and that's so that we can fold these pieces behind and tape them in. So I'm gonna go ahead and start from the top. This main piece, I cut a little bit wider than this one just to show you the difference. This one I left a little border so that the snowmen could be centered in the middle, but this one I cut it so that it would fill up that whole front. In this case, this one is 3 3/4 inches by 3 inches. And even though I used an already printed paper, you might want to just cut a piece of cardstock and stamp it or decorate it yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and tape this on my real red piece. So this real red piece is 3 1/4 inches by 4 1/2. And I've just scored it here so that there's a little less than 1/2 inch here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fold it on that. So that's gonna be my front flap. Then I'll tape my next square on, and this is a square of patterned paper. And the mitten paper is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 inches. I'm gonna tape that on my Coastal Cabana. So my Coastal Cabana paper is 4 inches by 4 1/2 inches. I scored it just a little bit more than 4, so this is just a little bit less than 1/2 inch. So I'll fold that on the score line. And then we're basically just gonna start taping things together. So here's what you want to remember is that these flaps are gonna be taped behind, not your last piece. So they're gonna be in between your bottom card base and the cardstock right in front of that. So what I wanna do is first I'm gonna tape the striped piece onto the red piece. And then before I tape that down to my actual card base, I'm gonna tape these flaps on. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add a line of tape on the back of that flap. And then I'll line it up so it's centered from top to bottom. And then make sure you just push this piece right into the fold. And then we'll make sure that that is taped on good. So there's my first opening. Then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Just put some tape on that little flap. And you can use whatever adhesive that you prefer. I prefer the snail. So I'm gonna make sure that this is centered on the front, up and down, and then just kind of fold that around. Again, make sure that that is really sealed on there good. You can see how that comes together. Now I'm gonna put tape on the back, and it's just gonna kind of hide these flaps on the back and make the back nice and tidy. So this card is a finished size of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which is what I always make my cards. They're usually half a sheet of 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock, and then that fits perfectly in one of the medium envelopes from Stampin' Up. And so that's the size that I usually make my cards. Now I'm just gonna go ahead, I have already stamped Merry Christmas on here. So I'm gonna tape this on the inside. And then this is where you could write your greeting, and it will be hidden until they open the card. So there you go. There is an easy double-sided open fun fold card that's just a kind of a creative fold for your Christmas cards or any kind of cards you make throughout the year. I hope that you'll give this a try. Here's a sneak peek at next week's creative card fold.